like there's like a windows. Maybe this wife number 1, wife number 2, wife number 3.
Used to pay to my mind like standing on rainbows, playing it cool. I haven't felt this in ages, and I know my patience. So won't you please stay a bit long?
Okay, so hi everyone. I'm gonna make my intro here because it's very hot. We are in the new location, obviously, and we are at the ancient city of Polonnaruwa, also known as the heritage city of Sri Lanka. So this is the most popular must-see tourist destination in Sri Lanka. I mean, your trip to Sri Lanka won't be complete if you will not visit this place, especially if you're interested of the history. And there will be a lot of places to visit. I want to do it one by one, guys, instead of making a long clip, a long video like at once. I will do it short videos in each destination, because there will be like I think there's almost like, because there will be like a lot of ruins here, so I want to introduce every ruins, so you know what is the history, who used it, why it's there, and what is it. So our first stop, so this is the part 1, obviously. The first stop is this one, that two like full of cavity molars look like is actually the royal palace. That's the royal palace of the greatest king of Sri Lanka. It's King Parakramabahu the first. No, King Parakramabahu. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's very difficult. So King Parakramabahu, he is the greatest ruler of the country on the 12th century, and he ruled the country for 33 years. So that's the palace. And according to the history, I will narrate a little of the story. According to the history, that what we are seeing now, it's like a 3-story foundation, but this is originally a 7-story palace. And inside that palace, there will be like according to the history, like around 1,000 rooms, and but as of now, you can see only around like 55 ruins. So obviously the other parts of it, the other rooms might be made of wood, so only the bricks is left, because they said that, I think the walls is like 3 meters thickness of the wall. And yeah, I will show you the place, and I also do the research how come that the 7-story palace become a 3 floors only. So I will tell you that when we reach that place. So we will go and see the place. So I'm gonna turn the camera, so join me to explore the royal palace, of King Parakramabahu. So let's go back on the 12th century AD. Okay, join me, guys. Very hot, and actually it's already like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and this is like this is the best time to visit. Actually, if you're a foreigner, you need to pay the entrance. Actually have like a vision of how it looked like on the original time. So if you can see it from far, guys, it looked like a giant tooth molar. It's a giant tooth molar. So we are heading to the entrance. Do not walk on the walls. Okay, so we need to make sure that we have to follow the instructions, precautions whatsoever. It looks small at the end though, but right. So this will be the first video they're going to have. So look at that. Yeah, it is. Look at the wall. So if you can see on the, it's like, this is the first floor. So 1 floor, 1 story, 2 story, and 3 story. So you can see only the 3 story, but if you saw that holes, there's like the holes on the middle, that's where because the reason they said that this is a 7-story palace, 7-storied palace, which is now what we can witness is only the 3-story ruins left, because from the 3rd floor, you will see that the walls of this is like very thick. It has like around 3-meter wide walls. Look how huge is that. Come in this side, babe. Yeah. Look. Amazing. So those holes that you can see, that's the one that where the wooden beam. It's like the floor is made of wood, the roof is made of wood. So this is where the floor, that holes are actually where that's the one that holding the like the flooring, the beams on those time. And that's the reason why we can see only like the 3-story structure, but the original of this is 7 stories. So obviously from the 4th to the 5th, including the roof, are made of woods. And the reason that we don't witness it, because this palace was actually burned, destroyed by fire on the 30th century, and it was destroyed by fire with the Indian invaders, which is they called Malla. So he is the one who burned this palace. That's why all we can see is only the structure of the. So this is where they lived on the 12th century. And this palace, guys, according to the history of this is actually constructed for 7 years and 7 months. So it was completed for 7 years and 7 months. 7 years and 7 months of construction. Look at that. And that's the wall. The wall can be a one small room. The wall itself can be a one small room. This is a 3-meter wide. The wall is 3-meter wide. It's a washroom. Yeah, because old Sri Lankans, they don't use a toilet. This is like their toilet bowl. So this is, I think, the washroom of the palace. And this is like, yeah, put mark. You can imagine how small is the rooms. This is the room. No wonder there will be thousands of rooms here. See, that's one room. This is also a room. So how is it? How they go? They have to go out. Although this is not the rooms, I think. No, this is not the rooms, I think. But it's like there's like a windows. Maybe this wife number 1, wife number 2, wife number 3. So there will be like 55 ruins that we're gonna be set. So I will do it like, we cannot cover this for one day. So I will come back. I will not do it in a one long video. I will make it like every ruins will be a one video. So this is I'm introducing you only the royal palace of the greatest king of Sri Lanka, the King Parakramabahu. So after this, we will move to the next ruins. That will be the next video. So you have to stay tuned if you want to see the history and be amazed the history of the Polonnaruwa, the ancient city of the Polonnaruwa, because this whole palace complex is like, I don't know, like 8 acres or hectares or something. I'm not really sure, but I will just try to post the description of that somewhere here. So join me, guys. What is this? Garden, a stage, coffee table.
Garden.
What is the life of that?
Look at the grass you have in this place.
Yeah, it's a different grass. This, I think it's like a pond.
This
All
one?
around is a pond.
No. This is not a pond, I think. This is all around. This is how they do it. Like the walls are higher than the floor because all the army is going around every day, like the security guards.
Okay. I didn't actually notice, but that's the stairs. So that's the stairs to the second floor. So there could be another one on the third floor, and so on. Into the history, yeah, they said like it's around like 1,000 rooms. So I think obviously it's like a small room since this is a 7th story. So there will be another room somewhere. But if you can see that there's a very wide area like this. This is the room, I think, because it says. This is the room, I think, because it says in the history that the center of this royal palace is a 100-meter length and width that's dedicated to the king. So I'm not sure which one is it, either that one or this one. But this is the wide area that I can see, or it could be, but that's not 100-meter though. I think this is the area, the 100-meter one. It's difficult to tell because it's just a ruin, but we cannot visit the museum today because today is Sunday and they're closed. So we will be visiting it some other day because inside that museum there will be a miniature of how it looked like on those years when it's completed. So from there I can discuss this thing. So for today, let's just see this. But you know, this kind of, why they need to have this very thick. And can you imagine how thick is the wood? Because that's the beam and that's the flooring of every floor. And how that Indian invader burned this place that only the ruins left. I'm imagining how they burned it. It's like with the kerosene or the to burn those wood that thick. I don't know how they use it. Maybe because of those times they're like always a war, a fight. They're using the cannonballs, yeah. So you need to have a very thick wall. This is like a garden. If I'm living on those years and the king want to make me a mistress, I will never say no. Why not? He's the king. Anyway, if he wants it, he don't need a permission of anybody, even the husband. He's the king, he's the ruler. He will not be called ruler without any reason. Yeah, so okay. I will be proceeding to the other ruins, but I will be ending the first video here. So, and I will not complete this in just today. Definitely we have to go back other day. It might be next week or in another few days. Let's see. But for now, I'm gonna end my video here. Like what I said, this is the royal palace of the greatest king in the Sri Lankan history, King Parakramabahu. So this is the ruins of the ruins of the supposed to be or originally 7-storied palace built by the king himself, Parakramabahu. And this is built for almost 7 years and 7 months to be completed. And it was ruined by it was destroyed by a fire with the Indian invader, which is called Mala, on the 30th century. So King Parakramabahu ruled this country of Sri Lanka for almost 33 years, and the whole 8.6 hectares of the palace complex is his palace. So there will be 55 ruins that we have to visit. So for now, I'm gonna end my video here at the Royal Palace. So I will see you next, I'm not sure where, but I will see you next on the second ruin. Right, bye bye.